Welcome to another exciting episode of NTV Seeds of Gold. Of course, we are in the land of coffee and we are going to give it a little bit of a twist today. We meet a woman that is changing lives, empowering women, and it is working. They are fighting poverty like it has never been fought before.
My dad was a farmer. What we are doing here, we used to do at home. But when I dropped out of school, I decided to do farming, which I understand better. I do this nursery, I give out all to this community. Yeah, I feed the country.
So stick around and learn so much more about the coffee value chain and how many lives are impacted in this community. You call it vanity, we call it hard work, sweat and blood. We are on Oliver's farm and we get to meet Oliver herself, get to meet Oliver Kishero, and we are in the land of coffee. When we talk coffee, the last thing on our minds is a very successful woman. Thank you so much for having us on your farm.
You are welcome.
So talk to us. You have a success story. We see the medal.
Yes.
I'm sure there's something behind that, and there is a beginning and a now. So where did we get started?
I started farming in 1991 when I dropped out of school. So I started farming, but I'm a farmer by blood.
Yes.
My dad was a farmer, was an agriculturist, so what we are doing here we used to do at home. But when I dropped out of school, I decided to do farming, which I understand better. Yeah. I know I like to have a lot of food, so I wanted to, even if it's a small farm, to have coffee, intercropping with the bananas, as you see. And I started slowly. 2003, when I started doing it in a commercial way. Yeah. It is when I joined the cooperative of Gumutindo Coffee Cooperative Enterprise as a lady, and I was only one lady among the 9 board members. I was one, and I started seriously doing more than the men do. Because I knew that for us women, we are determined. If we want to do something, we are determined. Then I said, let me do this. And I also get some little money. From it, my income and my life will be good. And Gumutindo also helped me, being the treasurer of Gumutindo in 2003, started training me more, and exposing me more. As they exposed me more, I also, in my mind, started thinking that if I can grow more coffee, I'll get more money. Then I started getting seriously and I started growing it. And in that 2003, it is when I started looking at other women also who were suffering in the village. And I wanted to be the example. And I tell them also to do like as I'm doing, because I'm also a school dropout. I'm not earning from government, I'm not earning from where. So I started also involving other women in 2008. So I liked the women to come and work, so that I also passed the information, the very information to them. I started a small group called Gohosi Women Poverty Fighters. My vision is to see that they come, we share, we train one another, we do the same, because I knew that if I do alone, it may not be of more weight. And in 2003, it's when I was thinking, I have now to educate my children. Because I was exposed moving here and there. That's when I said, education is also more important in farming. Then I said, but I cannot go to study, and I limit my children. I said, let me work hard, I get more money, I take my children to school to study very well, and so that they can do this farming in a simplified way. Then money from the coffee, I was educating my children, all of them. I am a mother of 7. All my children, they have been in good schools because of coffee. Being a school dropout, you see. They have been in Uganda Matters, Settler High, St. Mary's Kitende. This guy was in Mwiri. So, so good schools,
Yes.
you know, because of coffee. My vision is to grow coffee very, very hard, and I educate my children, and I also help the community, the rural community, the women who has dropped out of school like me. And I think I've achieved.
You lift them up.
Yes, I think I've achieved. More of my children are now graduates.
Impressive.
The last born graduated, finished economics and statistics this May, the 7th.
Congratulations.
So they are all graduates because of coffee. Coffee is not, I can't take it for granted. It has supported me. For us, when we started I got married in 1990. We were in a hut. It is coffee which has done all these things you see. That's what I've been even telling the women when they come here for the meetings. It is coffee, it is digging, you know, it is this farming. Do what is near you and can improve your life. When I saw in our village women were suffering, then it disturbed me a lot. Why are they suffering yet they can dig? When they come to dig in my garden, because I hired them casually, they dig even more than I dig. I'm here, they are there. But you see them, no food. You see them, no money. What is wrong? Then, 2009, I said, now what can I do with these fellow women? When they come, they are like talking, no, why did I heard you crying yesterday. What was the problem? You know, when I asked my husband for sort, he started fighting. Then I was, now what can I do to them not to be beaten because of sort of 200 shillings? Then they can work. Then, and I said, how can I call them to come? They may not come. And how will I know who likes, who doesn't? How will I know whom to call and whom to leave? It took me time. Then one day, I decided to call the widow, one widow, a woman. I called one youth who is a lady, and I called one who has been ignored by her husband. I called one who is in a very stable marriage, and I called one who is always crying that he has been beaten. Then they were 6 of them. I'm the 7th. Then when we started there, behind there, because at my home sometimes people come and disturb my story, and we wanted to do our things privately. So when I called them, I started asking one, why is it this? Everybody tried to give up to the problem. Why? It ended up poverty. Then I said, it is poverty disturbing. If it is poverty, now what can we do? Can we fight it? They said yes, we can fight it. Some of them said we can't, but me, I knew that we can. Then I told them, now let's meet on Sunday. It was like a Friday that very time. Then we sat at our home. Our home is just near here. I assigned everybody to come with 2 others of her type. If they are in stable marriage, you look for around somebody who is also in stable marriage. We were 9. Then I trained them, and I trained and we resolved to form a circle, saving. Or every Sunday we save 2,000 shillings. Then we also we also trained ourselves, how can we raise that 2,000? Because if you said just save the 2,000, where would they get? Then I myself, because I have a vision. Because sometimes people come and work in my garden. They said, every week you come and work for 1 day. in my garden. I give you 5,000. When I give you 5,000, you save 2,000. Then you use the 3,000 at home. Then again, I went further to make a home shop, like a shop. We go and buy things in a wholesale, and you buy at a low price. And it helped the women. And when we come with not only savings, we had to train. What have you planted? Have you planted this? Have you planted this? Because our group was poverty fighters. So if you have food in a home, you can save. That was our major point of meeting every Sunday. Try to have food and save. You can save like for your 500 in a year. You get your 500 because we were sharing yearly. You buy a cow. It doesn't matter which type of cow, even the younger one is a cow. And for those ones who, because we had a widow who never had a house, then we said even making, if you save, you get your money, you construct a house. It doesn't matter even of 2 iron sheets, but it's yours. You own it. People, they never had the savings culture. That Gosi Women was the first savings and credit group. And as I talk now all over here, people are saving money and they are aware of saving and loaning. So that is among at the community. Then again with my coffee here, I train people. I train in 2010. UCD also verified and selected me as their seed producer, certified seed producer. And it also gave me more money. UCD, so from 2010 up to now, I'm still supplying coffee to Uganda Coffee Development Authority. So I also managed to get more money from the UCD. And I was also very happy because being selected, you know, they selected Naro and Oliver in Bugisu region. So I felt very good, and I wanted to also to encourage other communities to do. Right now as I'm talking, I'm encouraging the youth. As you can see, this t-shirt of ours, it is trying to improve the livelihood of women, more so women. Because when you base on women, you just know that at least you are reducing the suffering of children in the families. Because when a woman comes and works for leisure, she will take money home. When a woman sees what you are doing, growing your coffee, because they come and pick, then you say, have you seen this coffee? How much you have get it from this one? And how many trees do you have? Why don't you also do that?
So let's talk money. let's look at your annual earnings from coffee.
I can get around 6 tons. 6 tons from my garden. Average price is 10,000. Then you can just know the 6,000 kilograms times 10,000. That is my annual from my garden. But remember that I also buy. I'm an aggregator. I'm a woman aggregator. The coffee I aggregate from women is more than 20 tons. My vision from some years back was home consumption. People here who love coffee so much, but processing in a local way is hard. when you process yours and they know that you have coffee, everybody come begging me. Then I said, okay, fine, that is good. I think as you are taxing me to look for market, this is also market. As the government wants value addition, then let's now, I told the women, let's now go to this direction to roast our coffee. We sell, even we promote our coffee from this side where we are. They all can also take, if we can pack the small quantities, they also take. And the whole Bugis also wants, and the whole Uganda also wants. Even abroad, they also want coffee. So we have the product to move. I have matoke also for commercial. You can see them, but matoke I get more money.
A lot more.
It's a bit more.
So while Uganda was celebrating 50 years of independence, that was a milestone for this country. You were also celebrating another milestone, recognition from the president himself.
Yes.
So tell us about it.
Yes, through hard working like this, because I feed the country. This coffee, as I said, this coffee, it goes all over this country. I am the nursery operator. I do this nursery. I give out all to this community. I do all this seed. I give to the whole Uganda. So there was no reason why I cannot be the medalist. There was no reason. So I deserved it.
Yes, you did.
And I always tell the women, you can also get it. Please, let's do it. Other things will come and find us where we are. And I've gone further through this coffee, because now I meet different people like you. Not only you, many people. So I've met many people, the Naro people, the Asereka people, many people, the Bazungus.
So you are selling coffee and you are benefiting with the entire value chain. Yes. So are you specializing in green bean when you sell, or
no? You know, there's coffee has many processes, but when you are a business oriented, you have also to see where you can benefit it from. You can also along the value chain. So I sell as parchment. I sell as green bean. I also add value to coffee, the finished product.
Yeah, well, that's amazing. Now your farm looks amazing. The coffee, the bananas, they look great. So what input do you employ into the soil, or is it just because Bugiso is blessed with fertile soil?
No. You can see that one is different from this one. I apply manure. You saw the biogas down there. So that bio salary, I always bring, when we move a bit, you will see. I always put manure. That's why you are seeing this. There's some holes around the coffee. I apply manure. And I also buy fertilizers if I see it is not doing more. I also apply the manure as well, the fertilizers. I spray. We have a lot of, this will being the slope. You need to put a lot because the fertile soil can be washed. That's why you are seeing these ones here. That's why you are seeing different levels to protect the soil erosion, and you apply more manure. If you don't, the sucker can't be like this one. We go even up to Kumi, because where the many cows are. We buy trucks of cow dung or goat's droppings, very expensive from Kumi. We buy very cheap, but reaching here because it's far, we pay a truck 650,000. A truck of goat's droppings or cow dung. Then we apply. Every year we put once, and we put some fertilizers.
What you have here, Oliver, is very impressive. Well, she feeds a nation, she empowers women. Have you met a feminist greater than this? I don't think so. We're going to take a walk around, and then we can really comprehend the value chain on this farm. So what do we have up here?
We have coffee cherries. We are going to pulp. This is the where we process coffee. We pulp coffee from here. We do everything about coffee from here. When it comes from women, it starts from here. They put here, we check if it is the quality we want, then we accept it, we weigh. When we weigh, we put it here.
You lay it down?
At first, we check all the processes, then we bring it here for floating. We float. We remove the, you see this, we use these ones for floating. So we float the one which is like this. We use this kind of thing to float.
And that's ordinary.
We don't want this light one to be in Oliver's.
Oliver's coffee.
No coffee talks. We don't want it to contaminate. That's why we do like this.
See more floaters.
More floaters. It is the season is the fry crop. The season is beginning. That's why even you are seeing the green.
Yeah.
Because we are picking what one. When you bring this one, we don't allow.
This is not policy.
This
is not what you want.
Yes. We don't want that one.
It has to be a real cherry.
This is the fry crop for the insects, so we are doing on the ordinary. But when the main season, we don't want that one. Well, that's why I told you that we check.
And make sure that this doesn't
make
make
sure
it
Oliver's coffee is not contaminated with the green, with the
So you set them aside?
Like that. So we put in the machine the good one. And also this machine also helps us. The remaining ones. It also selects the bad one, passes through here. The good one, that channel.
Yes.
So it selects. So that is where the separation of the good one and the light one, the bad one starts. So after selecting the bad ones, we put them aside. The good ones, different side. Even up to the selling level, we do like that. When we wash separately.
So when it comes out like this, I see these, how do we cater to?
Like this, we are going to ferment it. We are going to leave it sometime for like 2 days or 1 hour in water like this. Then again we put more water, we wash like this. And we start also removing every water which comes up, we remove. And it remains one which is down. We remove while mixing like this, and anything that comes.
Take it out. Until we get Olivers.
The down one is the Olivers. Then this one is the ordinary, we put it. We keep, while you're washing, we do like that until the water is
clean.
When it is clean, this one may not also come up. Then after, when we are dripping on the trays, we remove all this.
Slowly. Well, it's a wrap. That's all we had for you today. Keep those comments coming in. Hashtag NTV Seeds of Gold. Thank you for watching. See you next week.
So this is the coffee now grinded, ready for consumption. From the nursery to the garden, the cup. Coffee talks. When the coffee is good, you just see the cup. When you put water, hot water, it looks like as if you have put milk on top.
Each crop eats differently. Bananas eat differently from coffee, from potatoes, from maize.